Saujanya Media presents This program is in association with
The British College, a truly British university, experience in Kathmandu.
Softwareca College of IT and E-Commerce, building nation through information technology. Silver Mountain School of Hotel Management, Lainchor, Kathmandu, Nepal.
DAV Susil Kedia Biswabharati Higher Secondary School, Zaulakhel, Lalitpur.
नमस्कार दर्शकवृन्दहरूलाई कार्यक्रममा स्वागत छ। आज हामी अर्को एउटा बहसको विशेष एपिसोडमा उपस्थित भएका छौँ। हामीले नेपालको मात्रै शिक्षाको बहस गरिरहेका छैनौँ। नेपालको शिक्षालाई कसरी अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय स्तरमा पुर्याउन सकिन्छ र जुन अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय शिक्षण संस्थाहरूले एउटा मान्यता स्थापित गरेका छन् गुणस्तरीय शिक्षाका लागि, त्यसबाट नेपालले के पाठ सिक्न सक्छ भनेर बहस पनि उत्तिकै गरिरहेका छौँ। आज अर्को एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण संयोग र विशेष अतिथिलाई हामीले स्टुडियोमा निम्त्याएका छौँ। दर्शकबिन, आज हामी कुरा गर्न खोजिरहेका छौँ खास गरी इन्टरनेसनल एजुकेसनको बारेमा र नेपालमा अहिले धेरै इन्टरनेसनल एजुकेसन प्रोभाइडिङ इन्स्टिट्युसन्सहरू स्थापित भइसकेका छन् जसले विभिन्न देशका कोर्सहरू नेपालमै सञ्चालन गरिरहेका छन् र नेपाली विद्यार्थीले नेपालमै बसेर विदेशको डिग्री पढ्न पाएका छन्। आज हामी यस्तै एउटा विषयमा विशेष बहस गर्न लागिरहेका छौँ। आजको कार्यक्रममा हामीसँग एकजना विशेष अतिथि हुनुहुन्छ। म उहाँको संक्षिप्त परिचय दिन चाहन्छु। टुडे वी हैव a special guest in our studio. He is Dr. Amiya Bhaumik, Vice Chancellor of Lincoln University College. You are welcome to my show.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khan.
This is my great pleasure to see you in my studio.
Me too, indeed. I'm very happy to be here
Okay.
and to talk about some of the international experience of education.
Yes. I know that you spent more than 3 decades in education sector. It's really long time. Can you just give us highlights, why you are attracted in education sector? And, 30 years is really long time. What is the thing which inspires you?
Well, I have been brought up, my father was a teacher.
Okay.
And he was a founder
Educational
of
family. Okay.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And education is the main factor in development of the society, development of the human resources as well. Anywhere in the world, the moment we develop the education, the country's economy grows tremendously. And I had no chances at all to go into other field because I didn't have any interest.
You didn't go because you didn't have interest to go any other field.
And during these 3 decades, my experience in UNESCO projects, my experience in US universities as a part of Asia and Africa Deputy Vice Chancellor, met with the then Soviet Union President Gorbachev, and traveled extensively all over European countries, all over African countries, all over Asian countries. Providing education has opened my eyes. Education is a sky opportunity. There is no limit. With this, I have taken education remote parts of the world where people cannot think that international education can be available. Today's world, students are not able to get into the international education because of the fees, a monetary factor. But Lincoln University College is a totally different and innovative. They try to incorporate local cultural institutions and bring into the international factors so that students can see and so forth. I have students in remote part of Sudan. I have students in remote part of Nigeria. I have students in remote part of Kenya, Uganda, and so forth. So as a result, it gives me a life satisfaction that what I am for as a Hindu citizen. So we want to see the religion part of my life, and the best part of religion I could see that if I can take my education to the remote part of the world.
That's great. That's great. Actually, I again, I mentioned, at the start, saying that, you spent 30 years. 30 years is a long journey. You have to have that kind of passion to deliver, to continue in the same field for such a long time. Actually, what makes you happy?
Just to let you know,
Yes.
I came back last night over here in Nepal, and I was in a different culture.
Yes.
A different community. And today I'm with a different culture and different community. It makes me happy when I meet with many people, different culture, different ethnicity, how I am making an impact to the society, and how I'm trying to help their economic life, how I'm making their lifestyle more enhanced. That makes me happy. I don't think any other occupation could have given me such passion as education gives me that passion. That in Lincoln we have provided some 100% scholarship.
Great.
Students who did not have opportunity to study, but they're brilliant. I have given them medical scholarship. They have graduated. Now they are doctors. They are grateful to me. So these are the life in this world. How many years I am going to live? But I can make a tremendous mark before I leave from this world.
People are grateful to you. That is only the thing which makes you really happy while being in education sector?
It's not people are grateful to me, but people are giving me opportunity to serve them.
Okay.
That's make me.
In the meantime, every coin has two parts. During your 30 years time, what is the, when did you feel that kind of like really pathetic, serious or, bitter moment of your life? Can you remember?
Oh, yes.
What are, you might have many, but can you just give us one or two?
Oh, well, when I was 14 years old, that time my father passed away.
Oh.
I didn't have money
Okay.
to study. But what I did, I worked and studied.
Okay.
And today I have traveled almost 80% of the world. And that's because of that education. And the more I have struggled, more I have advanced my life. So therefore, when my father passed away, I did not have any other economic resources. So that has made me challenges. How other people who doesn't have money, how can I take the education to them so that they can move their life to upwards? That makes me more passion. That's all, nothing else. When I will die from this world, nothing will go with me. Neither Lincoln, nor money, nothing. But what will go? My deeds, good deed. What I have been doing last few decades, and maybe another 2-3 decades, and that's all. So that makes me more passion, and I'm happy to contribute to the society, and that's all.
Great.
Thank you.
It's really inspiring. Okay, now let me draw attention about your university. You already shared your experience in different reputed organizations, different countries, and you are trying to deliver, sometimes giving a scholarship to the students and all. But talking about university, in the world we have so many universities. They provide degree, they provide certificates. And what does Lincoln University do?
Ours is more innovative, and we emphasize, we always tell our graduates that you come out from Lincoln, I don't want you to seek job, but I want you to create job.
That's great.
You should not be a job seekers, rather job creators.
That is the need of a country also, of developing countries especially.
That's what we are doing, emphasizing on that job creators, not the job seekers. Especially the students who pass out from my master's program, I would always tell them, if you come back to me, sir, give me a job, then I will say my faculty members did not teach you properly. My faculty members did not provoke you to think entrepreneurially. So I want you to be a job creators, not the job seekers. That is the main agenda.
Dr. Bhaumik, here in Nepal, in our country, we have long discussion. I think you can make our viewers clear by giving some insights. For an instance, universities provide degree, award certificates and all. Does university guarantee about the job also?
Oh my goodness. If
This kind of discussion is, we are having series of discussion in that topics. Whether university can guarantee job or not after having certificates.
I think you better watch out. If any university say I guarantee job, then I think the university is changing the roles and responsibilities. University should guarantee to create job, rather that guarantee job I will give you.
So you mean that is not a point of discussion?
See, if a university gives a guarantee of job, then that should not be a university, that should be manpower consultancy. Manpower consultancy gives you guarantee of job. What is the roles and responsibility of university? To provoke your thinking process.
Exactly.
To create you as an entrepreneur. To create you that you can take a challenge of the world. To create you to go for unknown adventures. But if you are coming to me, oh, Lincoln, you have to give me the guaranteed job. That means you are scared. You are a coward. That you don't want to take the challenge of unknown faces. You do not want to be entrepreneurial. You do not want to think. You want to be spoon-fed.
Exactly.
So I think we have to think very carefully the universities who gives you guaranteed job. But if you say guaranteed job, so Nepal, you have how many millions of population?
Exactly.
So can you get all Nepalese that university job? So you have to be extremely careful. The universities tells you, give you guaranteed job. Yes, what they do? They charge you high tuition fees.
Exactly.
And then from that tuition fees, they give you job. So what are they doing that? So that's not actually the education. Come, my Lincoln University tuition fees is very much affordable. And yet, if I can get you job, and that's the challenge. But what I am doing, no. I make sure that I create job for you. I make sure I make you think innovative, provocative, that how you can create job. I have many students go back to their country. You will be able to talk to later on some of my students who have come back from Malaysia and working here in Nepal, setting up business in Malaysia, working in Nepal, setting up business in Australia. This is what we have done. I have students who have gone back to their own country, setting up restaurants, setting up second-hand car dealer shop. This is what we have created. I would like to give the guarantee of job. So the society, the students should be very careful when any university tells that give you guaranteed job. So for example, in my country I have 27 million population.
Yes.
Can I go and tell every student of Malaysian that yes, Lincoln will give you guaranteed job? Then I'm not a university. So you have to be extremely careful. Not only you, the students, the consultants who are promoting that, I am from this university gives you guaranteed job. Please be careful, extremely careful, such kind of statement. The education, if you are going to the university is meant to create you an analytical thinking, innovative entrepreneur. But what university can provide you an assistance to get you some job in developed country?
Talking about quality education, about particular university, what are the measurement criteria to judge a university, whether this is a quality university or not? What should be the benchmark to evaluate university? You just mentioned that you are trying to create such students who can stand their own feet, making them innovative, creating job by themselves, kind of things. Do you think that these are the benchmark, these are the criteria to evaluate good? Can say that good?
Part of it, but to evaluate when a student graduates from your university, what are they doing?
Okay.
Alumni. Look at their alumni. The students, are they simply working or they have created an empire?
Okay.
That should be the benchmark.
Okay.
It's not simply, graduate, fantastic result, 90% result. But what you do after 90% result, you cannot create anything, you cannot contribute to the society. If you can contribute to the society, after all, you are coming from the society. If you contribute to the society, you go back to Nepal, you study in Malaysia, come back to Nepal, develop your country. Then I will say that's a good university.
Yes.
Not simply, I have left Nepal, I have gone to Malaysia, studied in Malaysia, and then I got a job in Malaysia or migrated somewhere else, and that's it. But come back to your country, contribute to the society whom you got maximum benefit to grow. Come and contribute, and that university will be the best to me. And that is what I promote all the time. Any students come to Malaysia, I would always tell them, please go back to your country, contribute to develop your society. That's
Great.
what
Let me again ask you some of the questions about your university and your presence here in Nepal. You already mentioned that you have thousands of students studying in different parts of the world, and you have done franchise here in Nepal also. And Nepalese students are lucky to have your degree here, in the local country, Nepal, they are having degree locally. So, have you evaluated that Nepalese students who are studying in Lincoln University here in Nepal, are they really different than others? Are they really success in their steps?
First, let me clarify with you. You said franchise. Lincoln University College does not franchise.
Okay.
We say collaborative partnership.
Okay.
The differences between franchise and collaborative partnership is huge.
Okay.
Franchise meaning I signed
Different.
MOU, you pay me per certificate, finish. Collaborative partnership whereby our Lincoln University management, faculty, members are continuously engaged with the local institution. So that's a completely different types of mechanism of delivery we are talking about.
Yes, this is different.
This is completely different, whereby the Nepalese institutions are constantly monitored, constantly in link with our Lincoln University faculty management. So as such, I wouldn't say 100% what we are doing in Malaysia, but I can say to some extent 80 to 90% we are able to deliver. For example, whatever we are doing in Malaysia, we have video recording. Whatever in Nepal my institutions are doing it, they are video recording. So what is happening, whatever is happening here in Nepal, I can instantly watch. So my faculty members, my dean at Lincoln University College in Malaysia, monitoring that views and then giving the feedback, I need you to improve this way.
Okay.
So that's the monitoring system. But not many universities do this system. So collaborative partnership needs a lot of effort, a lot of manpower, and this is what we are doing. So I'm proud of my university college delivery system in Nepal. Not only in Nepal, in other parts of the world as well.
I was asking about the products. Nepalese students who are studying, having Lincoln University courses here, are they really different? Are they really happy? Are they really success? How do you evaluate? That's what I was asking.
The evaluation, as I said, we are constantly monitoring through the interaction. We have distance mode of communication, that would be Skype, video. We have our own studio at campus. So
Great.
students. So this is monitoring. Monitoring is continuously there, and if we see any institutions are not performing, we caution them, and we do not mind to cancel their MOU. We are very strict on that, and we have been doing that.
Okay, I want you to share your views about my other questions, which is about the duration of the courses. Here we have endless discussion about, in Nepal, we are normally providing like 4 years degree. If you see the trend of developed countries and including Malaysia, you are providing like 3 years courses. Now, do you think that we have to judge, we have to evaluate that kind of courses within a year? year is important or credit hour is important, you have to, give some highlights.
I must tell you, the confusion not only here in Nepal.
It is the confusion prevails in other countries also.
Confusion you will find all over the world.
Yes.
So I don't blame you.
Okay.
This confusion, but not many people understand.
Yes.
Why this kind of confusion?
Yes.
Now, see, for example, developed countries, say for example in the United States,
Yes.
they used to have 4 years.
Yes.
Now they are also adopting 3 years as well. But that doesn't mean they are stopping 4 years. So they are coming up 3 years, 4 years. Now let me tell you why they have this kind of double system, 3 years, 4 years. Now give you a classic example.
Yes.
My Ministry of Higher Education in Malaysia tells me that no students can finish less than 3 years and not more than 5 years.
Okay.
That means there is a flexibility. A student can finish 3 years, 4 years or 5 years. But student cannot finish
Less than 3 years.
Less than 3 years.
Okay.
So now what happens? Why these 3, 4, 5 and so forth?
Why?
Now 3 years, we are talking about credit hours.
Yes.
over here.
This
You
is
know,
important.
This is important. The olden days, people used to go by year,
By year, yes.
by subject.
Yes.
There was no measurement. What I say measurement meaning, you have a goal to achieve. We have a learning goal. Those days, subject, it's like very broad. Teachers can teach so many things. But right now, we practice credit hours with learning outcome. That if you are coming to my class, what you are supposed to learn. So on that learning, we have a certain credit hours, certain time. For example, that bachelor degree normally, all over the world, minimum 120 credit hours.
Okay.
So 120 credit hours, some universities will take 132.
Exactly.
In my university, Malaysia, we take 132 credit hours.
Okay.
So 132 credit hours. If a student is good and he thinks financially he is strong, he doesn't need to do anything else. 3 years concentrate.
Exactly.
So 3 years meaning
Comprehensive, when
comprehensive.
he will concentrate in a year.
Yeah. 3 years meaning 9 semesters.
Yes.
So 9 semester, and each semester you have 17 weeks. So in one semester, now 132 you divide by 9, it will be like you will be doing 14 to 15 credits per semester. So 15 credits meaning maximum of 5 subjects.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
now, the people who does these 3 years, they are focused. They don't do anything. And in my country, I do not have long summer vacation. I do not have long puja vacation. I do not have long winter vacation. I have maximum total 6 weeks leave during 360
Okay.
hours. So because of that not long holidays, so students can complete in 3 years.
Yes.
But if I am a poor student, I do not have money to pay the university fees. I do not have money to run my family. So what I do? I do not complete in 3 years.
Yes.
I
You may
increase
extend for
my
4 years.
duration.
Yes.
So then what happens? In a semester, I do not take 15 credits. I may take 10 credits. I may take 9 credits.
Exactly.
And I increased my duration. Then what I have student from Nepal.
Yes.
Who has come to Malaysia, my institutions. He has completed his bachelor degree
In 4 years.
In 4 years.
4 years, yes.
What he did, you'll be surprised to know. He had studied and he has taken up certain semester. During those semester, he has worked 16 hours. And he was telling me other day that he has earned 10 lakhs of rupees in one semester. That's a tremendous achievement. So what he has done, he has set up a business in Malaysia, set up a business in Nepal, set up a business in Australia. So it is not compulsory in Malaysia, students have to finish in 3 years.
Yes.
They are completing 4 years, 5 years. So
Yes.
whereas here in Nepal, you do not have that many jobs. So if you complete in 3 years, 4th year, where do you get job?
Yes.
So you are creating unemployed more. So by extending for 4 years, you are not losing much. Moreover, as in Nepal, Hindu country, religious is the top priority. So puja, during puja time, you cannot have 1 day holiday.
Exactly.
In my country, Malaysia, I have Diwali only 1 day holiday. But whereas in Nepal, you must have substantial leave because you have meditation, prayer for long time. So if you squeeze that, the people will be thinking what kind of university it is that doesn't understand the cultural implication of the country. Lincoln is very good of the cultural understanding, and that's why we do that for you.
4 years in Nepal.
4 years in Nepal.
We just heard the voice of your students also, who studied in Malaysia, and he completed his degree within 4 years. And in the meantime, we heard the voice of Nepalese students who is completing his degree within 4 years. Actually, here in Nepal, you just contextualize the situation about religions and all. Do you think that, I don't ask, do you think that? My point is like, what is your suggestion for the concerned authorities here in Nepal? As you have long experience in education sector, we have that kind of like, long debate, discussion about 3 years, 4 years and all. What is your suggestions to the concerned authorities here in Nepal?
I
to be in the
believe that the society is based upon socio-economic dimensions.
Exactly.
Socio-cultural dimensions. Now, I wouldn't say that you should not start
Go
3
this
years.
or this.
I shouldn't say you shouldn't do that. But as the globalization process is so strong,
yes,
our future citizens.
And adding one more point here, Nepal, is talking about the possibility of like Nepal can be the education hub in South Asia and all.
Not?
So while talking this point, then
so you have to
does
accept the changes.
Exactly.
That's
That's my point.
In your neighboring country, India, they are offering 3 years bachelor's degree. In neighboring country, Bangladesh, they are also offering 3 years, 4 years, and so forth, based upon credit.
Flexibly provided.
Flexible.
Yes.
So it's all depends that what you want to achieve. Now, as the globalization process is happening, that which you cannot control.
Exactly.
This morning I was reading one of the local newspaper, that how that young students who come out from SLC and immediately started to think about abroad education. So if your maximum population are looking into
that direction,
overseas education, so you have no other alternatives. You may have to accept that train.
Exactly.
Because if you do not accept that train, then what will happen? I'll be surprised to see that you are lagging behind. Lagging behind. Then your objectivity to become Nepal as a educational hub, that may hindrance. Look at my country, Malaysia. How we have progressed. Before 1990, nobody would think Malaysia as an educational destination.
Yes.
Now Malaysia has become an educational destination.
Yes.
That's because our accreditation process, that's because we have incorporated.
Yeah, Malaysia can be a good example for Nepal. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, we have currently almost 100,000 foreign students are studying in Malaysia.
Even Malaysian government invited so many very good universities from abroad, like from Australia, from UK. They have started their own, universities campus in Malaysia.
Absolutely.
They are quite flexible.
So this is what if you think that you want to achieve an educational hub here. So what you need to do, you need to study through what's happening in your neighboring countries, what's happening in the world, and incorporate. If the moment you incorporate, then you will see things will progress. Otherwise, it's like you are sitting, oh, milk is very good, but you are not drinking milk, my friend.
Exactly.
So you got to drink the milk to test it and to tell.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you are saying, okay, milk is very good, but you do not know what is the taste.
Exactly.
So that's what it is.
Okay, I came almost at the end of the show. Finally, what's your message to my viewers as you are here in my studio, and the
Absolutely.
viewers who are watching you on TV.
I mean, I'm very happy.
Okay.
But what I would say, you must accept the change.
Exactly.
But while you accept the change, please do not lose your identity. That's the most important, I would say.
Okay.
You accept the change, but do not lose your identity. And the change in terms of education, and the moment you accept that, automatically the country's growth will be tremendous. This is what has happened to my country in Malaysia. The education, our former Prime Minister Tun Mahathir gave so high importance in education, and today we are exporting education.
Yes.
And that's a huge amount of money my country is earning. I wish Nepal could be one of those. And Nepal is a fantastic country. I love this country.
Thank you so much for your valuable time
Thank
and information. Thank you so much. दर्शक आजको कार्यक्रममा हामीले एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण विषयमा बहस गर्यौं। नेपाललाई एजुकेसन हब बनाउने हो भने नेपालले विश्वव्यापीकरणको मान्यतालाई आत्मसात गर्न सक्नुपर्छ भन्ने यो कुरासँगै आजको बहसलाई हामीले अन्त्य गर्न लागेका छौं र आजको कार्यक्रममा हामीले बहस गरेको विषयमा यहाँहरूको सल्लाह सुझाव जिज्ञासा प्रतिक्रिया छ भने हामीलाई यहाँहरूले पठाउन सक्नुहुनेछ र आजको लागि सम्पूर्ण युनिट सहित मलाई समेत कार्यक्रमबाट बिदा दिनुहोस्। नमस्कार।